And why does she know he has erectile dysfunction? Alright, but. Ah, Mom nods wisely. We both know all about Hannah's regime for conceiving. She and Tim have been trying for 4 months. And Hannah is already a total expert on maternity leave rights, cribs, and breastfeeding counselors. She's also read a million books on child rearing and has decided to bring up her children as Danish French hybrids. Apparently, then they'll be super relaxed, stylish, and eat their vegetables. They'll be Timothy Chalamet. I don't know. I'm just trolling. I'm just joking, huh? But that's funny. I would have said Troy Sivan. Troy Sivan made a good song recently. It's called Angel Eyes or something. Good one. I mean, just letting it know, it's a decent, really good song. It's a nice one to hear. It's like not a bad song at all. I used to not think much of the guy, but it's a pretty good song. Not much of the guy. It's not like he was decent, but like I never like was like liking one of his songs like that. So good shit. Um, I said once, why not bring them up British? And she stared at me and said, British? Like I was nuts. Okay, so how can I help? She asked now. She asked now. What needs doing? Let's break it down. Let's break it down is Hannah's favorite phrase in the world. Give her any job, from a client report to washing her hair, and she'll break it down into smaller tasks. Her Christmas to-do list has 926 entries with order wrapping paper on Boxing Day. We're fine, love, says Mom fondly. Mom, who was once given a color-coded organizational calendar by Hannah for her birthday and used it to doodle in on during phone calls. Mom really isn't into systems. She runs a shop out of a hardbook back notebook where she writes cryptic messages like Forks 68 or just Greg question mark and always knows what she meant. The doorbell rings and my stomach lurches. Oh god, is that it might be. I'll go, I say before I can stop myself. I'm aware of Mum and Hannah exchanging looks, but I ignore this and hurry downstairs, nearly tripping on my heels, rehearsing my greeting. Hi, Ryan. Well, hello, Ryan. She's rehearsing her greetings here. Hello, stranger. Another rehearsed greeting. I'm sorry. This is what she was like italicizing like a seven smallish paragraph in like like one of those like list of boards of things she could have said. All right. Uh, but as I approach the front door, my heart sinks. I can already see gray hair through the wavy glass, and as I swing the door open, a familiar cantankerous, raspy voice greets me. Come on, don't keep me on the doorstep. Great, it's Uncle Ned. It's funny. I feel like that's how women react when they see gray hair. They're like, "Oh no, the guy that can't get it up now." Ooh. Nah, but let's just keep going. That's rude, but let's just say the next stuff from work. An hour later, Ryan still hasn't arrived, and I'd quite like to stab Uncle Ned. What the fuck? Like, this is why I don't get like humor that way. Like you don't like. I never joke about that shit. Like people are like too casual sometimes like that, and I'm like, you don't like say that. At least in terms of your mindset, if you don't like, imagine saying that about your like someone you know. Like that's just not nice. I mean, if you don't like the guy, it's fine, but I mean, why would you write that in a book or say it out loud? It's just not right, man. Like, and you really need to get that out there, don't you? I pretty much always want to stab Uncle Ned every family gathering, but I have to smile politely at him because he's like, you don't explain it first. At least explain why so. You know what I mean? Because he's Dad's brother and the only one left of that bit of the family. More to the point, Mom gets upset if we slag him off. We're all in the sitting room by now, and there's quite a crowd of Mom's friends chatting away. Music is playing, people are greedily eating sausage rolls, and smoke is hazing in the air. Because Mom's never believed in the whole smoke outside thing. Dad used to smoke inside, even though she's not a smoker herself, she almost encourages it. Shop doing well then, Joanne? Asks Uncle Ned. Not bad, Mom smiles back over her glass of cava. Cava. I don't know. Cava, Cava, something like that. Not at all bad. Well, I'm not surprised, Uncle Ned claims. Mike was a master at what he did. He set you up for life, Joanne. He did, Mum nods with a misty fondness. He lives on in the shop, that's how I see it. He had a knack. Uncle Ned explains to Mom's friend Pippa, even though I'm sure Pippa knows as much about the shop as he does. He knew what people wanted. You see? Clever man. And now Joanne can simply carry on in the same pattern. I'm bristling inside. I know Dad set up the shop, but what's Uncle Ned saying? That Mom's been coasting along these last 9 years? Last 9 years? I'm sorry. Okay. I sometimes do that. I sometimes talk too fast, and then I'm like, whatever. I don't really care. I mean, you got what I meant, right? But I repeated it just in case. It's fine. Bob's very helpful, adds Mom, gesturing at Bob, our financial manager, who's hovering over the buffet table with an anxious look on his face. He reaches for a little sausage. That's what she said. Reconsiders. Peers doubtfully at it. Quiche? I don't know what that means. Quiche. I don't know. I didn't read up till Q in the dictionary. I think I stopped at P and I got bored. And I'm like, fuck this shit. That was when I was healthy enough to keep reading for like a long periods of time without getting really anxious and fucked up. Like now I read, I could try to read the dictionary and I could probably only do like one section every year. For real though. Okay. Then takes two crisps and places them on his plate. Bob Stringer, most cautious man in the world. Bob, says Uncle Ned, as though this makes everything plain. Fine man, Bob. Bob keeps you going. What? I don't even get the plot sometimes. I guess I do need to like reread some of these lines, and I don't have the time to do it. So I guess it's weird. I'll just go along with what they say. I feel another dart of indignation. Bob's helpful, of course he is, but he doesn't keep us going. Every organization needs a man of the house. Uncle Ned cuts me off. Oh, I skipped a line. Why is this truck driving backwards into the street? Bob's great, I say, but Mom's in charge. Every organization needs a man of the house. Uncle Ned cuts me off. A man of the house, he repeats, with weighty emphasis. And since poor Mike left us, he pats Mom's hand. You've coped marvelously, Joanne. I can see Mom flinching slightly at the hand pat. But even so, she doesn't confront him. What the fuck? Does he like her or something? Oh no, though I'm seething, nor do I. Because it was like, subtly awkward. So what the fuck was he flinching for? I've tried in the past, and it doesn't achieve anything. It only upsets Mum. I don't even know what that line meant. I guess I have to reread a lot of them. I got really angry last Christmas. Well, Uncle Ned started patronizing Mum yet again during lunch. This time I challenged him. He instantly got red faced, and after all I'd done for you, and Mum soothed the situation by telling him I didn't mean it. Even then, I didn't give up. I dragged Mom, still wearing her paper hat, into the kitchen and listed all the ways he talked her down, finishing up with, how can you just sit there, Mom? You're a strong woman. You're the boss of everything. I was hoping to stir her up. See, I don't like Fixie because she's very combative. I don't like people who try to, like, fucking flip out at other people. Like, I do that in my mind. I don't express it like Fixie would. Like, she doesn't, she goes and tells her mom, you fucked up, you fucked up, you fucked up. Like, once is fine, twice is fine, but like how all the ways that like it makes it sound like a villain-ish, like villainize someone. That's not right. I don't see it that way. I mean, it's not, whatever. You know what I mean? was hoping to stir her up, but it didn't happen. She listened, wincing a little, but then said, he doesn't really mean it, love. What does it matter? He's been there for me when it counts, your uncle. Yes, but he helped me sort out the new lease after your father died, remember? I was in such a state, and Ned stepped in to negotiate. I've always been grateful for that. I know he did, but he got very good terms for us, she carried on resolutely. He beat them down. There's more to Ned than meets the eye. He's not perfect, of course he's not, but who is? We've all got our funny little habits. Personally, I wouldn't call being a total misogynist a funny little habit. Alright, calm down, man. You're fucking high horsing it now. Oh, wait, maybe he is? Yeah, misogynist, but bro, just chill out. There's people that are assholes in life. You have to live with it. I mean, your mom's not making a scene. I mean, just play it cool. I mean, it's not like he comes by every day. You know what I mean? Like, then kick him out yourself. Like, make a scene, but don't bring your mom into it. Like, your mom has to solve the problem. Like, you're the boss. You're a strong woman. Like, it's like if you like talking down to men or women or like care about this rape, like gender war, you can go for it. But it's just awkward to me, like a total misogynist, and yet you're like he's talking down to women. Like, okay, maybe he's just misguided in his views of life, and maybe you can try to help him instead of kicking him the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like funny little habit. Like you're making it seem like he can't like say a word because he said something that was off-putting, and it's bad. Yes, but try to explain it to him, and maybe you'll come to some sort of compromise. You know, fuck, my brain cells aren't there in my brain. Like fucking shit, dude. It took me that long to fucking realize. Not compromise, but like you know what I mean, like non-combat, like non-conflicted, like just toleration of one another, I guess. But like, there's always like you could tell him like what he's fucking with, like, but like, would it bother your mom? Then you gotta be clear with your mom, but don't like tell her to do it because it's not her feel of it herself. Like, if her mom doesn't see him being maybe more than what she thinks he is, it's not like you can force someone to be a bad guy to someone else. Like, there's so many people out there that you can only do your part, but to tell your mom like to talk down to others, it's like I've noticed that she does it with what's his name, her brother. I forget his name. Jake. Yeah, I think it was Jake. Yeah, she's just like very like pushy, if you get what I mean. Let's just leave it at that because I don't want to get into trouble with any communities here. It's just awkward to me because it's like very uptight. It's British, like you know, kind of thing. It's like, eesh, all right, chill out, man. I mean, the fuck? He's your fucking uncle. Do you think everyone's family is perfect? No. Tell him, like, but he's their blood. You have to like just teach him. In a sense. And I know he's older than you. You feel like you should not teach him, but you should know more or better or do the things right. But not all people know of every little thing that they fucking do wrong. Or some play it off as such. But you got to like be clear. You can't just like if you're gonna like just avoid him if you can. Like tell your mom to avoid him, but don't be like you know trying to stir her up, trying to kick him out. Like you're being a little judgy. You know what I mean? Like yes, but you're trying to like rally someone against someone, and that's like not the same as filing a complaint. You know what I mean? It's like different. Pushing them out is not the same as riling up someone complaint, like riling up someone against someone. Like, all right, enough. All right, let's just leave it at that. But in the end, I gave up because it was Christmas. Oh my gosh, like it's so fruity. You know what I mean? It's like ah, but it's Christmas. Ah, you know, like it's like fucking whack, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. And who wants to upset their mom at Christmas or dad? What's the difference? Family member. Your uncle's also your family member. What the fuck's? Oh my gosh, it's so backwards sometimes. You know. Whatever though. And since then, I've stopped trying to make the point. Okay, cool. No one cares that much if you're not talking to someone. Okay, flip out and cry in your room or whatever the fuck you want, man. It's like if you knew he was an asshole, just don't bring it up in your book. Like he has the right to be an asshole as long as he doesn't tell you to do it. You can tell him if he's calling you out, and for other girls as well. But like, there's a line, and you're like, I need to fix that line. Like, fucking, you know, like get out. I don't want to see you alive or some shit. It's like, man, bro. Imagine he's like a bacteria, and you're like throwing hand sanitizer onto his whole fucking existence. You're like, let's just fucking, even in the streets, like let's mop up the streets with actual like mops. Like, you know what I mean? Hand sanitizers on the fucking sidewalk and shit. Like, bro, what the fuck? And people step on. Like, there's rats out there. It's not just us. People, like these actual rats. He's not like he's just saying man. Like, what's wrong with liking to be a male? Or I guess something I know he's being subtly fucking pointed, but I mean, some people just think that way, man. I mean, what can you do? It's tell them to shut up, but you can't like bring the whole world and you know, because then what the fuck? Like, how do they live their life? You can't just like it's it's called toxic positivity. Fuck that shit, dude. All right, enough. For her own reasons, Mom wants to preserve Uncle Ned in her head in the best possible light. Maybe you could use the guy. He helped your moms. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to like chip in somehow. Like I don't know. He wants to be kind of like a guard dog or the fuck. Like respond. Like it reminds me of my brother. He's like, I have to protect the girls. You know what I mean? It's like I get it. So just use him for that. The fuck. Like if you just avoid. And this is why nowadays it's more fair. Right to bear arms for women. They could use it if they have to. So you're fine. Don't worry about it. Fuck, just carry your quick one. I don't know. If you're not violent, then I mean, you're complaining about violence, but you're not violent, so I don't know what you want. Anyway, I mean, that's life. You're a woman, and he's a man. What do you want him to do? Not be a man? Come on. This is why I don't talk to many women. They expect you to coddle them, like give them the space that they want, not give you. You know what I mean? Like walk into you and you don't get to do what you want to do with what they do for you. Like you know what I mean? Besides, they're shorter and they're also double jointed. So some of them more often, because they have shorter limbs and legs. So they're like, I'm gonna just bump into you real quick and just push you out of the way. And I'm like, you're a woman, and you act like we can't touch you. That's the thing I have a problem with because I have double joints as well. And when I bump into a woman, I'm like, bitch, if you don't fucking skirt out my way, I'm gonna fucking move you the same way you move me, or a man taller than me, because you're picking on me, or you're picking on, or normie girls. Like, I'm like, yo, if I'm double jointed, it means I have right of way, right? Because you're a normie, and women do that to men. So if I push you, you don't like it, right? But yeah, if a guy does it, like you pass, yeah, sure. Like it's like and then it's like, I don't care if you're double jointed or I'm double jointed or if you're a normie and he's a normie. If there's a double jointed and double jointed, you're gonna joining the normie. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But if they push each other, it's just push to pull. You know what I mean? It's not like I give a fuck whether you're a girl or not. It's just life in general. I'm not gonna run you over just because you're a girl or not. Fuck that. But you're weaker, so fuck it, right? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take what I can get, boy, girl, whatever the fuck. Huh? That's a bad expression to use, but yeah, you get what I mean. I said boy as in boy, like not as in gender. All right, calm the fuck down. All right, enough. I'm reading this fucking sentence for fucking 5 minutes, reanalyzing it and all that shit. All right. She doesn't want to fall out with him. She's such a strong woman in so many ways. I mean, the guy can help you out. I mean, if he offers some sort of stability in a sense, I mean, why not? But you just got to make sure you don't, look, you try to keep them in your life, but away from you if you can. But like, also help them out if you can try to sway their mindset. And that's just it. She's a strong woman in so many ways, but this is her total blind spot. Where you act like your mom is blind and has no mindset, like experience. Like, sure, maybe, but see, this is the problem. That's why I like her mom better. She doesn't think in the way of get rid. It seems like Fixie thinks that way. Overall, I feel like she's been a little bit, like, stringy or some shit. And I know why. It's because Uncle Ned is family. He's the only bit of dad she's got left. And she values that more than most things. Okay, your point. Yeah, I mean, if you're like trying to like psychoanalyze someone because you feel like you want to talk down to them like that, that's what I don't like about people. Like, no cap. Like, you don't just say, "Oh, it's because this or that." And then it's like, you don't know shit, bitch. You know, yeets. Yeah, yeets. Sorry, I copy some phrases from people I used to know. Well, used to, maybe not. I don't know if I ever even knew them at the end. But misogyny is, I mean, it's subjective. Someone could be like on the line of it, and you might be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But it's not like clear, But it's a trifle to be issued with. But hey, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, some guys are just douchebags, like me. I said, if a woman's in my way, and if I'm competing for the same thing, and we both do the same maneuvers, I'm gonna push her, moving her, and I don't give a fuck if she's a girl. Because if it was a guy, I'd do the same thing, and if it was a girl competing with me, I'd expect her to try to push me as well. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't give a fuck. Yeah. All right. How's the dating going, Ned? She says now, changing the subject in that easy way of hers. Uncle Ned got divorced recently for the third time. I have no idea what any woman sees in him. See, this is what I mean. She's very like, "Ugh." Fuck, dude. But the world's a mysterious place. You see? I can't even like the way she talks down to people in the world. Like, fuck, whatever, man. I mean, so what? Yeah. All right, enough. I mean, let's just read it. I guess I'm just gonna have to read the whole book. I bought a book that I did not like much. Okay, much like whatever, but it's fine because we got to try out more things that we can find out of in life. So it's good to know this mindset of someone like this. Yeah. Oh, Joanne, these girls. He shakes his head. Nice enough looking, some of them, but they talk so much. I need to take Buddy earplugs with me. Yet again, I wonder how he can be Dad's brother. Dad was old fashioned in some ways. He believed his role was to be the provider, and he didn't like bad language, but he respected Mom. He respected women. Beauty pie, I'm sorry. Mom once told me, after a few drinks, that Uncle Ned took after my granddad, who could be a difficult man, but then she wouldn't reveal any more. And I never really got to know my granddad before he died, so as far as I'm concerned, Uncle Ned is just one of those unsolvable family mysteries. Like, what happened? See, you don't know the backlore history, so why the fuck are you saying unsolvable family mysteries like he's some sort of diseased fucking rat? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know his past, man. You don't know what the fuck he's raised as. Yeah? So shut up, please. Like, whatever happened to the key in to the shed? Or does the Illuminati exist or not? Of course it does, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck about what you think? Yeah. All right. You'll find someone, says Mom peacefully. And how's the fishing going? No, not fishing. When Uncle Ned gets going on fishing, he can last for hours. Wow, a bitch that smells like fish don't like a guy talking about the fish. I'm gonna make the fish clap, baby. Ah, I missed. Ow, ow, still hurts. I gotta get the right clap. Nope. Ouch. Ouch. Ah, no. There you go. Not really. Not good enough. Ow. Ah, nope. Oh, there you go. That's the fish. All right. Uh, fucking fish. The fuck you care about what he catches fish in the sea and shit? It's like a metaphor, like an analogy